What's in a name? A rather innocuous sounding question with rather sinister implications if your business is along the Kawad Yatra route in Uttar Pradesh or Uttarakhand. Now, what started off as just a voluntary advisory in Uttar Pradesh's Muzaffarnagar has become a direct order across not just the entire state, but also in the neighboring state of Uttarakhand. Business owners across the entire region will now have to put up their names on their shops and make their religion public so that the Kawad pilgrims do not do business with any non-Hindu if they choose not to. Now, it's a move that smacks of discrimination, regardless of how the UP administration tries to sugarcoat it. To a point that even the BJP's own allies in Uttar Pradesh and Bihar are pretty uneasy over it. From Nitish Kumar to Jayant Chaudhary, even Modi loyalists, Chirag Paswan, they've all come out and cautioned against a move which could trigger tensions in a region which has a reputation of being communally sensitive. It's not just them. Even voices within the BJP are uncomfortable. The tallest Muslim face in the BJP, this man on your screens, Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi, he has faced the anguish of his own party supporters by claiming that this move will encourage untouchability against minorities. But that hasn't put the brakes on Bulldozer Baba at the slightest. Yogi Adityanath is set on the path of polarization, which he hopes will culminate in glory in 2027. But with people within his own party, including his own deputy, being at loggerheads, not to mention his allies in the state being miffed, will this bigotry in the name of bhakti backfire? That's the question I'm asking my guest this evening. Sanjay Jha is an author. He's joining us on the broadcast. Anubhav Chak is a political analyst with us. Dr. Vikram Singh is a retired IPS officer joining us. And Arvind Kumar Jain is a former DGP of Uttar Pradesh joining us as well. I got the policemen in simply because it started with a UP police order. The order first came from the Muzaffarnagar police. Dr. Vikram Singh, is this the first time that we are seeing a Kawad Yatra pass through Muzaffarnagar or Uttar Pradesh? No, it happens every year. Now, to suddenly come up with this nameplate diktat, does it smack of bigotry to you or of bhakti?
Riyaji and esteemed panelists, good evening. There's always a best way of doing everything. And for a person who has hands-on experience of handling the Kawad Mela and processions for multiple years, I can tell you that there's always a subtle and a discreet way of doing everything. I know there is a problem if somebody fakes, conceals, and camouflages his identity. But what is the police there for? What is the intelligence there for? It can be known in no time that a person is concealing and camouflaging his identity with a devious purpose. And that is what the police is there for. A professional police officer, I would say it is better to have a wise enemy than a stupid friend. There's always a best way. My advice to locals would be do whatever you have to do, keep your antenna high. And it is not rocket science to know who is concealing and camouflaging. But this is a shortest way of doing a thing which can be done in absolute surgical manner and without the left hand knowing what the right is doing. And let me tell you, my last point would be the two best restaurants I've known on that route, I would not take them, belong to Muslims. One, it is impossible to go there without going there into that restaurant. And the second, who claims I am a Muslim, but the amount of purity and satvikta that I will offer to the food without onion and garlic, prepared by people who even you would be able to afford at your residences, prepared in the most shastric way. And I take pains to go there to these two places because I know I learned so much.
Okay. Arvind Kumar Jain, would you want to come in here as again a former DGP of Uttar Pradesh? There is a way to do things. This was simply shoddy and downright communal. If you want to maintain the purity of the pilgrims, wouldn't a better idea be to tell all shopkeepers कि भाई अपनी दुकान के आगे just put the menu card out? Instead of saying tell us the name of the owner, tell us the name of all the employees, etc.
There is an act called Food Safety and Standards Act of 2006. It lays down that every eatery or dhaba will have will mention name of firm, his own name and license number, etc. This was passed in 2006. It's not a new act. Last year also, these instructions were there, on which this time there is so much of chaos. Last time, nothing happened. Last year, nothing happened. I talked to police officers of Meerut area after this controversy, and they told me that 2 years back, some Kamadiyas had food at an eatery which had some Hindu god name, and later turned out that it was owned by a Muslim. And they had a fight over there, and there was a sort of mini riot. So after that, it was decided that names should be there. And it is up to the will of a person whether he wants to have the food there or not. Same applies to Muslims also. In my opinion, several Muslims are there who want to have halal products. So if they want to have halal products, they are welcome to have it. Why force something which they don't want to have? So, and I tell you one thing, Muslims, they welcome Kamadiyas. They offer them ruhafza, sharbat. There is total communal harmony in Muzaffarnagar.
Correct.
Muslim eateries, they are having 80% Hindus. There is no issue at all in Muzaffarnagar. Unnecessarily, this confusion is being created by politicians. My opinion is that there is total communal harmony in Muzaffarnagar and neighboring areas on Kamad route. Some Kamadiyas, they have some issues. So it is just to cater to them that if you don't want to have it here, you have it at the next place. That's all. There is no issue at all. Muslims welcome Kamadiyas. They serve them. Yeah.
Okay, but the same, नहीं, ठीक है. But the point is the order, if you read it, which has been issued by the Chief Minister's office across Uttar Pradesh, A, doesn't say this is voluntary anymore. Huh? Yesterday, the Muzaffarnagar police was saying this is voluntary. Now this is not voluntary. Secondly, the CMO is also very clearly saying that no halal food will be sold on the Kawad Yatra route. Sanjay Jha, many people from the BJP, and everyone is entitled to an opinion, are saying this is a simple move to ensure that there is no law and order trouble that takes place in the name of food and faith on the Kawad Yatra. This is just a precaution. And we have every right to do it, because the last thing you want, once again in Muzaffarnagar, is a riot.
Yeah, Shreya, I'm glad you mentioned that, the context of what happened in 2013, where over 60 innocent people were victims of communal violence, and several displaced for months on end who could not even go back to their homes. What is the truth, Shreya? The truth is this, that this was not happening, as you rightly mentioned at the very beginning earlier. Why have these developments suddenly escalated and took this very alarming image over the course of the last few years, maybe principally over a decade, right? I mean, let's not beat about the bush. We don't have to be politically correct. There is always going to be an attempt by the Saffron Party to try and use their old political business model, which is to remind people about their identity. You see, this is called identity politics, right? It just wants to remind you as to where are you in terms of your religion. It could be even caste. I mean, end of day, this is basically being brazen at this point. I mean, I'm hardly surprised that many people are upset. Some of your panelists clearly aren't, but everyone has a fundamental right to differ. Let me give you one example. Maybe, as a student of political history, I would like to share that with you, Shreya. I remember, reading about what happened in the time when the National Socialists came to power in Germany. One of the ways by which they actually targeted the Jews at that point of time was to tell them to write on their shops and their establishments or their stores, JEW, Jew. It was written down, basically telling that do an economic boycott. In effect, there is some apprehension in the minds of the people who have, passed out this policy that, people who are going to be part of the procession will feel very offended if they buy some food or items from a certain religious community of India. This was not happening before. And I think this is the fundamental question we need to address. Why is it happening now? And I want to leave that for your viewers to know, because the world has seen that this kind of identity politics and polarization can have very unfortunate consequences over a long period of time. Sometimes, things can get out of control because you are actually telling people, kind of reminding them of where they really stand in terms of their religious affiliation in a country. And two short points. Some of the largest beef exporters in India, Shreya, happen to be people who belong to the majority community. Third, What if in a Middle Eastern country or a country populated by another religion, non-Hindu religion, could be Christians, could be Arab countries or a Muslim country or whatever. What if they start telling people tomorrow that you start putting outside your home or outside your shop or the office you run which nationality or which community you belong to? Is this the kind of culture we need in our politics? I don't think this is a decision taken by the government bureaucrats unilaterally. These are political decisions. And I do hope that the pressure by the JDU and the others makes Mr. Modi and the chief minister retrace their steps.
It's not just them. This is Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi saying that this will lead to untouchability as far as the minorities are concerned. The RLD is saying we are going to the chief minister to tell him to revoke the order. And by the way, a day after the RLD said it, Yogi Adityanath doubled down and expanded the order to entire Uttar Pradesh. अनुभव चाक जी, बड़ी अजीब सी बात है कि एक तो आपके एलाइज खुद बोल रहे हैं मत करिए, फिर भी योगी आदित्यनाथ ने तो किया ही किया, बगल में उत्तराखंड ने भी ऐसा ही ऑर्डर पास कर दिया। मेरा सवाल ये है, कई मंत्री हैं उत्तर प्रदेश के, उनके साउंड बाइट मैंने चलाए नहीं है अनुभव जी, क्योंकि समय नहीं था मेरे पास, लेकिन कई मंत्री कह रहे हैं कि मुसलमान लोग जो हैं कांवड़ यात्रा के रूट पे वो बदमाशी करके जानबूझ के प्यार वेज बोल के नॉन वेजिटेरियन खाना खिला देते हैं हिंदू लोगों को, और इसलिए जो है कांवड़ यात्रा पे इस तरह का रूल लाया जा रहा है। दूसरी तरफ हमको बताया जा रहा है कि नहीं ये तो लॉ एंड ऑर्डर के लिए। The BJP also has to decide ना, and make up its mind कि ये ऑर्डर आ क्यों रहा है। साफ साफ बोल दीजिए ऑर्डर क्यों आ रहा है।
देखिए, जहां तक जिस ऑर्डर की आप बात कर रहे हैं और जिसमें अब ये कहा गया है कि ये वैकल्पिक है, आपके ऊपर थोपा नहीं जाएगा, वो इसलिए आवश्यक था कि कांवड़ यात्रा हिंदुओं का एक धार्मिक त्योहार है, हिंदुओं की श्रद्धा से जुड़ा हुआ विषय है, और उस यात्रा के दौरान यदि कोई साजिशन, मैं नहीं कह रहा कि सारे लोग ऐसा कर सकते हैं, लेकिन साजिशन यदि दूसरे धर्म का कोई व्यक्ति हिंदू नाम रख के या कोई और नाम रख के कोई ऐसा प्रयास करता है जिससे हमारी श्रद्धा पे, हमारी आस्था पे ठेस पहुंचती, धार्मिक भावनाएं आहत होती हैं, तो उसका दुष्परिणाम क्या हो सकता है वो सभी को पता है। रिएक्शन होना संभव है। मैं दूसरी बात कहता हूँ, जिस समय रमजान का माह चल रहा होता, दो डीजीपी साहब हमारे बैठे हुए हैं, पूर्व डीजीपी जो रहे हैं उत्तर प्रदेश के, उस समय क्या ये ऑर्डर नहीं दिया जाता है कि कहाँ जो हिंदुओं के सुअर बाड़े बने हुए हैं उनमें सुअरों को कैद करा जाए, कहीं उसकी धार्मिक भावनाएं ना आहत हो जाए। उस समय ये नहीं देखा जाता कि किसी का इसमें कोई ऐसे प्रयास नहीं होगा कि उनकी भावनाएं आहत करी जाए, लेकिन हो सकती हैं, तो वो होना भी रोका, संभावित होना भी रोका जा सके, इसलिए ऐसा एक प्रयास करा जा सकता है। उसी दिशा में ये भी कदम उठाया जा सकता है कि ऐसी किसी भी अनहोनी को रोकने के लिए सबसे बेहतर है कि दुकान के बाहर उस दुकानदार का नाम, उस दुकान में काम करने वाले लोगों के नाम यदि लिख दिए जाएं, तो इस तरीके की घटनाएं जो संभावित हो सकती है उनको भी रोका जा सके। उस दिशा में एक प्रयास है, और उस पर राजनीतिक रोटी सेकने का काम विपक्ष कर रहा है। विपक्ष को ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए। विपक्ष को यह भी देखना चाहिए कि विपक्ष की सरकारों के दौरान, चाहे वो सार्वजनिक कोई भी, चाहे ट्रेन हो, चाहे हवाई जहाज हो, चाहे अन्य कोई, मिलिट्री तक में हलाल सर्टिफाइड मीट यही बिकता था, वहां पे झटके का बेचने का कोई प्रावधान नहीं था। इस तरीके का दबाव बना के, और अभी जो बीफ एक्सपोर्ट की बात भी हमारे साथी कर रहे थे पैनल में बैठ के, तो बीफ एक्सपोर्ट करने वाला भले ही हिंदू कम्युनिटी का हो, लेकिन बीफ एक्सपोर्ट करने वाले व्यक्ति को हलाल सर्टिफाइड की मुहर उस पर लगानी पड़ती, उसको हलाल करवाना पड़ता है, उनके जो भी उसमें कलमा पढ़ के लोग करते हैं उनसे, तो ये सबको पता है। और इस तरीके का
अनुभव जी एक बात बता दीजिए, एक बात बता दीजिए मुझे, अगर मुसलमान दाल चावल बनाएगा तो वो दाल चावल बिरयानी तो नहीं बन जाएगी ना। मतलब उत्तर प्रदेश में किसी मुसलमान की ऐसी हिम्मत होगी कि वो एक हिंदू को, वो भी एक कांवड़ यात्री को, वेजिटेरियन, प्योर वेजिटेरियन खाने के नाम पे उसमें मीट मिला दे? आप कैसी बात कर रहे हैं अनुभव जी? कौन मानेगा ये बात?
आप हमारी बात को ध्यान से देखिए, सुनिए। कई ऐसे वीडियो वायरल हुए हैं जिसमें चाहे फल रखे हो, चाहे खाना रखा हो, उस पर थूक लगा के रोटी बनाते भी हम लोगों ने देखा, फलों पे थूक लगाते भी देखा। तो क्या इससे हमारी धार्मिक भावनाएं, हमारी श्रद्धा पे ठेस नहीं पहुंचेगी क्या? इस तरीके की चीजों को रोकने के लिए अगर सीधे सीधे दुकानदार का नाम लिख दिया गया, तो जो उस कांवड़ यात्रा में शामिल कांवड़िए हैं, उनके विवेक पर निर्भर करेगा कि वहां हमको जाना है कि नहीं जाना है। पर्दे पे रख कर कोई काम
ठीक है।
करना आवश्यक ही क्यों है? और ये जो प्रावधान है ये कोई पूरी लाइफ लॉन्ग तो है नहीं, कांवड़ यात्रा के दौरान है, तो इसमें किसी को हर्ज क्या है? क्यों इस पे इस तरीके के लोग ऐतराज जता रहे हैं, पॉलिटिकल
हर्ष
रोटियां
तो
सेकने
होना
का
चाहिए
काम
ना,
कर रहे हैं?
कावड़ पॉलिटिकल रोटी कौन सेक रहा है? मैं तो ये जानना चाहती हूँ अनुभव जी। आप देख लीजिए घमासान जो चल रहा है आपके चीफ मिनिस्टर और डेप्यूटी चीफ मिनिस्टर के बीच में, तो पॉलिटिकल रोटी तो ऐसा लग रहा है कि योगी आदित्यनाथ सेक रहे हैं, टू शो हु
अभी
इज द बॉस एंड हु इज इन चार्ज। क्योंकि
देखने
यूपी
का
उत्तर प्रदेश की बीजेपी में इतना डिवाइड हो रखा है अभी।
देखने का अपना अपना नजरिया है। हमें तो ये दिखाई दे रहा है कि कैसे शिवपाल यादव को विधानसभा में नेता प्रतिपक्ष बनने से रोका जा सके, उसके लिए अखिलेश प्रयास करते दिखाई दे रहे हैं। कैसे वहां केंद्र की राजनीति करने के बावजूद
हाँ।
शिवपाल को प्लेटफॉर्म देने से रोका जा सके, उस तरीके उस तरफ समाजवादी पार्टी के सुप्रीमो प्रयास करते दिखाई दे रहे हैं। चाचा को सम्मान ना दिया जा सके, चाचा को सोफे पे हैंडल पर ही बैठाला जा सके, उसके लिए प्रयासरत दिख रहे हैं। और इसीलिए 4 जून को रिजल्ट घोषित होने के बाद भी विधानसभा में नेता प्रतिपक्ष कौन होगा इसकी घोषणा अखिलेश यादव नहीं कर पाए हैं।
Sanjay Jha, you have spoken about the fact that this is identity politics, the politics of polarization. But given its timing, is it more than that? Given what is happening in the UP BJP unit?
Shreya, let me tell you upfront, the BJP is at the moment under a lot of inner turmoil and turbulence. Understandable, because now even Mohan Bhagwat ji of the RSS has had to call out Narendra Modi very indirectly, but everyone knows where the innuendo was really headed for when he talked about a man who probably should be focusing more in humanity and insaniyat as opposed to, looking at himself or herself as a demigod. I think the truth is this, Shreya. I mean, I'm not going to be beating about the bush here. The BJP's political business model is Hindutva. Their entire existence actually is based on creating some degree of polarization in society at a consistent level. Keep the pot boiling, as we call it in our language or on television shows. And I'll tell you what's happening to them. I think the gentleman who spoke before me, I want to just tell him कि भारत की जनता ने जो 2024 का जनादेश का जो संदेश है, आपको मैं इतना ही कहना चाहूंगा कि भारत की जनता ये कह रही है कि हमें मुद्दों पर एक सरकार चाहिए, एक सांप्रदायिक तापमान बढ़ाने वाली सरकार नहीं चाहिए, हमें एक मजहब की सियासत करने वाली राजनीतिक दल नहीं चाहिए। आपकी सरकार बन चुकी है शायद, धन्यवाद हो आपको, परंतु इस बात पर जरा ध्यान दीजिए कि आपकी सीटें कम हुई हैं, बाई इलेक्शंस में आप हारे हैं और अगले 1 साल में शायद आपकी सरकार नहीं होगी, क्योंकि जनता बदल रही है। जनता का सम्मान कीजिए, आप अपमान मत कीजिए। जनता जागरूक है, बहुत समझदार है, एंड आई थिंक दे आर वरीड, which is why expect the saffron parivar to be more acerbic, to be more polarizing, Shreya.
Okay, we'll leave it there. And I'll leave it with something that Sanjay Jha has said. Janta hai, sab janti hai. They know the story. They've heard from all sides. They've heard from 2 police officers who've served in Uttar Pradesh as well. They're free to make up their minds. Sanjay Dutt, thank you very much. Anubhav Chak, thank you very much. Dr. Vikram Singh, good to have you on the show. And Arvind Kumar Jain, thank you very much for joining us as well.